Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Local Traveler here, back with another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to add plugins to your Bukkit server. So in the last video that I uploaded, I helped you guys make a Bukkit server, which is this right here, example server. So then you might have been asking, like, well, what's this plugin folder here for? And then you click in it and it's empty. Well, that's what we're going to be showing you. That's what I'm going to be showing you today on how you can use this folder and what it's for. So let's get right into the video. Alright, so the first thing that you're going to want to do for the plugins folder is you're just going to want to find a plugin. So you can go on to Chrome here and you can really look up anything. You can look up, I guess for right now we could just do like the MineCraft world edit plugin. So what the world edit plugin does is it just kind of it's like, so what a plugin is it allows you to it's pretty much like a mod that you can add to the server where everybody can use it. If you were to make a modded server, then that means people on the server would have to download the mod onto their computer for them to be able to use the mods. But with a plugin, it's accessible to everybody without them having to download any mods. So here, for example, there are like millions of plugins out there, but for example, I'm just doing the world edit plugin here. So you're probably going to see something like this, something similar. It'll say like the same exact thing except for world edit, and then you may also see one that says like spigot instead of bucket. Literally the exact same thing. You can use that too, and if you have a spigot server, you can use Bukkit plugins. If you have a Bukkit plugin or server, you can use spigot plugins. So it's really just your preference of which server you want to use. So we're going to click here, and it's going to say right here, download latest file, and then you can watch you can look at some things here. You can look at comments if anybody has any issues with it. You have some videos here that you can look at. Usually if it's a well-known plugin, there will usually be videos here. If it's kind of just like a small plugin that not a lot of people know about, there may not be a lot of videos. There may be like one or two, or usually just one, but since this is a well-known plugin, World Edit, there's two. So, and then it kind of has just like what the plugin does and an example here and all that. So if you want to read that, you can. You don't have to, but it's recommended that you do. So you want to come up here and click download latest file, and then if you're on Chrome, you want to click keep. If you're on Firefox, it should just come up in the middle here, and you should just be able to click install or keep or whatever. So then once it's downloading here, you're going to want to go out and you're going to want to go into your plugins folder here. So then you want to have it say like this folder is empty. Okay, if you have not added any plugins or anything like that, I should say this folder is empty, which is good. Alright, so you want to go back into here and you want to take your plugin that you wanted to download and you want to drag it over into your plugins folder, just like that, and that's it. So then you can go out and then to add the plugin to your server. So right now it's in your server folder, which means that it's in your server. So now to apply it to your server, you have to launch your server with the run.bat. So what this is going to do is it's going to create a what do you call it, like settings kind of .yml file, which will allow you to kind of customize the plugin to how you would like it. So this is the whole reason that you would have a Bukkit or a spigot server, is to download plugins. Now there are more advanced plugins that you may have heard of, like Luck Perms or Essentials X, stuff like that, or just Essentials, same thing. but those might have been two different things that you have heard of. Those are really popular plugins and are what do you call it? Really popular plugins and really complicated because you have to customize them and everything. You don't have to customize them, but it's highly recommended that you do, because that's the whole point of it. But anyways, so once it says done, then you can just stop your server, and then that's it. The plugin is applied to your server. So if you go back into your plugins folder here, you'll see once this is in there, you don't have to do anything with the this anymore. Once this is in there, you don't have to mess with it anymore. Like, don't even worry about it. Okay? If the only time that you would want to mess with it is if you wanted to delete it, and that's it. But to customize it, you'll have the config file and stuff like that, and you can go in here and you can customize it and stuff, and that's pretty much it. So if I wanted to remove this, then I would just delete this and the folder there. The bstats server, or right here, is just kind of like to manage all your plugins. I'm actually not really sure what it's used for. I think it's just kind of like a mandatory plugin that you have to have. So don't worry about that. Just leave the bstats. It'll automatically show up once you have your once you create your Bukkit server. It'll automatically get created, so you don't have to worry about that. But that's pretty much it. And then if you just run your server again, it'll get removed, or it won't be in there anymore, and it'll just be a normal server, and it just won't have it. And then you can always just add it again, and if you don't want it, you can not deselect, you can remove it, and then always download it again. But that's pretty much the basics of how you add plugins to your Bukkit server. There may be a tutorial soon on how to create a Spigot server or just a normal MineCraft server, so stay tuned for those. But yeah, so if you were watching the CMD earlier, you might have seen like something about World Edit, which was the plugin. It'll always mention World Edit in the CMD here, but that's pretty much it. It's really simple how to add plugins and stuff, and then you can mess around with the control, or I always forget what it's called, whatever the file is that I showed you earlier, the config file. That's what it is. Yeah, so you can always just mess around with that, and make sure that you're in the folder, in the config file for the plugin that you want to modify. So that's pretty much it though. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and there will be more videos soon. This was a very quick, simple little video on how to do it. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Goodbye.